Hello and welcome back to Railroader. So today we are here back with the Berkshire. Got the big one here today. We're going to be turning around and taking a load of basically a return stack is what we're doing today. Taking that on down to Silva will be the order of the day. So we'll get that out, take a look there. Got a bunch, everything's going back. There's some, Alarka copper cars in there. There's a whole mix of everything in there, really. Job site cars, sawmill cars, whatever. Whole big mix, and we're going to be running that down to the interchange. Hopefully getting a good paycheck there. Go over finances, stuff like that on the way down. Kind of make sure our tracks are set here as we get going. Alright, hit it. Get this brought around. See if we can get a look at the Berkshire getting underway. Might as well set that a little higher. Still have two hopper cars here that we haven't got sorted out yet. They got to get pushed out to their places. But really, to be one of them goes here, and then one of them goes all the way out to Alarka. But really, been running so many loads that we just haven't had a chance to do a lot extra. Plus, haven't really had the need to do it. So, but they're there on standby, waiting to go. You can see this one here, I guess we got 28 cars from the front to the back. It's like 1,655 tons, so not too super heavy. A lot of empties, I think, in this one. Not altogether sure. I don't think it'll tell us where everything came from anymore. But get a good look at it from the other end. Decent sized little train that we're pushing down the rail today. Nothing too major or crazy, but it's a decent sized one, obviously, with 20-some cars. 28, almost 30 cars. Doing a thing there. Oops. Alright. There we are, rolling out underway. Track's nice and easy through here. Whatever, we shouldn't run into too many problems. I don't think we have anything on the line, so we should probably be good to go. Down to like Dillsboro, we might have to mess with some stuff once we get down there, but not much to do there. Check the orders. Yeah, we'll just let it go. Go as fast as it feels like going is what we'll do. And then, oops. What do I want to do? I want to bring up the finances. This is what I want to do. No, railroad. This is our day sheet from yesterday. That's what we want to do because we just actually finished that out. So, kind of just to take a look at where we've been. We got 3,000 passenger fares, 96 freight moves. So, for a total of 9,000 on the passengers and just over 9,000 on the freight. About 18,000 in the day. We had the $10,000 loan still to pay off. We had bought $26,000 in equipment that day, paying off some wages there and fuel. So that's all a thing. Yeah, doing decent. Haven't really done much since we got in that day sheet. Obviously, a couple of stops there, but that's about it. We did pick up the diesel fueling stands. We've been putting those in just because they're cheap and kind of easy. So just putting those in along the way as we go. Obviously, we don't have a use for them at this point, but eventually, probably in not the too far off distant future anyway, we'll be running a few diesels here and there in certain places. So getting ready for that. Contemplating whether we're going to stretch out to Andrews or start putting in some of the CTC lighting control stuff. Not too sure yet which way we're going to go there. Andrews, being a long stretch out and a long run, I don't know how, urgent I'm looking at adding that anyway at this point. Just getting the non-Tahola thing in there, so we'll see. But then it always takes, 3 days or more to get the jobs done, depending on how fast you're getting through everything. As you can see, the Berkshire just eats up these loads. Really, I don't know. Haven't really found the weight. I know we pulled some out that were about 3,000 tons. Didn't seem to bother this loco, especially on, the flatter areas. But this thing seems to handle most everything you throw at it at any rate at this point. So that's all going well there. You can see we're getting up some speed. Track speed through here is 40, 45, whatever. So picking up some speed, able to get moving down the rail if you just kind of let it run. There we go. Tell me we don't have a switch against us or something here. We might. This train, stop it. Let's zoom up here and we'll take a look what the situation is. We do have a switch. Oop, wrong one. There we go. Clear to go. Do you still have a loco in there? Yeah. Oh, I should have pulled that out quick and thrown it on the front of the train. Ah, whatever. We'll still have one more late night gather up. I mean, it's only, 6:40, so we'll still have another gather up of the freight, if you will, before the interchange. So no big rush there. I always try to bring one more back after midnight just because you always have a straggler car or two, and that's just one we'll throw into that stack. This is a decent enough chunk to be bringing back in one. Not sure how much room we have in the lanes. I think we can get 30 plus cars probably in the lane, so we shouldn't have a problem, and probably could go ahead and add it on, but yeah, not gonna worry about it at this point. I suppose we do have the switches at Barter's. We have the cordwood, I think, is gonna be out of the way. We'll just ride along and see how it goes, Taking in the train. Always fun to do. Slide it a little forward, get in on the loco there. Get this out of the way. Berkshire is a great loco. Sure moves around a lot, but the thing, it like hauls, I mean, you can see, right? Just hauls a ton. So it's great. Speed-wise, everything else, this locomotive is just great to actually use. Probably doesn't make the greatest switcher on the planet because it's super heavy, and getting it going back and forth is kind of a silly waste of resources probably, but in every other case, I think the Berkshire is a great locomotive. Don't think I'd be throwing them in a yard anytime soon. The Pacific's kind of the same way. Like, that thing, using it for switching is just absolutely horrible. And not because it can't do it, but just because it's throwing around a ton of weight and it burns through so much water for no reason. It's kind of amazing, actually. Really gives you a feel of having switching locomotives and road locomotives. Makes a lot of sense in this game. Gives you a great feeling that the locos do different things well. So that's kind of cool, actually. Great looking freight train. Go see if we can just do a standby and let the whole train come by. Certainly moving along, that's for sure. I just look at the train as we go by there. The tenor on this thing is huge. It's awesome. Don't know what this round thing up here is. Anybody knows, please put that in the comments down below. I'd love to know, like, what is that? What is that for? Because I have no idea. I know the thing's got an auto auger. I don't know if that's like part of the auger system or what, but I'd love to know, because I really have no idea. I suppose I could look it up. Kind of interesting to find out what that is, actually. Alright, see if we can get a good look at where we're going. We might have another switch thing down here, because Lord knows we were moving around some things on these tracks. Oh, we're good there. Alright, good. There we go, some of our... Yeah, these things somehow scooted themselves into this, and now they make this crazy noise. We noticed this last time we went by here too, so gotta get those pulled out of there so they stop this crazy, because you can hear it. They're just rocking and rolling, but get those out of there. We actually need to pull the pulpwood down, so that'll be a thing coming up anyway. There we go. We'll just kind of chill. Watch the train go by. Horrible spot to stand. It's going to be terribly windy. Train now, the AI blows the whistle as it comes by, so that's kind of cool. There she goes, cruising on by. Big loco moving big trains. This is kind of the idea, or bigger trains. This thing will handle a heck of a lot more, that is for sure, but we generally pull out the whole interchange with this thing, switch it down to Dillsboro, and then kind of start sorting things out from there and switch them, but not always. But we do tend to do that. Works well. About to have a whole nother day's freight. Still not sure what to add on to the next day. If we're gonna turn around and try to do some track switches or whatnot. We still have the balance of the loan, the $10,000 on the loan to pay off. Obviously, we still have 3 days to do that, so not a big rush. We can pay off $2,000 of it right now if we wanted to, and when the midnight switch hits, we'll get paid thousands there, so we'll have probably half of that paid off at daybreak, or we could start on to some other project. Not exactly sure, or at midnight. Wouldn't even be daybreak, excuse me. So have to see. Plus this load should pay decent. We'll just kind of have to see how this one pays, but I would think this is going to pay decent just because of how many cars are actually there. Plus I know there's a couple of copper cars in there, and those should pay decent, so we'll get a good look at that coming up. Probably might as well jump down to Dillsboro quick. Should just go ahead and jump down there and make sure we got all the switches and stuff like that in line. Yeah, because see there, we don't. Yeah, we do. We're good. We're on the main. We should be on the main down to Silva, I would think, because I think the passenger train is the last thing through here. Although, obviously, we got that switcher up to Wilmot. Alright, so there we're good. There we're good. We'll leave that up there just for those who want to know where we are on the map. Those all look good. Yeah, so we're good to Silva anyway. Shouldn't be a problem. Whoa. Oh, we're in the tunnel. There we go. running through the tunnel, always fun. Now that our body's left back there at the truck, pick that up somewhere as we go. I do have to say, absolutely great feature in this game that you can separate like that from your body to actually go run the camera. There's just way too much to do in here if you were actually stuck to your body. That would be so horrendous. So awesome choice in move there. Plus, it gives you the ability to actually look at what's going on and go see stuff. It's really nice, actually. Like that. Not sure what's up with the offset light back here, I suppose, because the ladder's up the middle. Kind of weird that they didn't just put the ladder off on one side and put the light in the middle, but there you go. I don't know. Neat feature, I guess. Or a unique feature. A logo. Alright. Why are we slowing down? We shouldn't be. Oh, we're slowing down because we're going into town. Or into the yard. Into town. Where's the train? Ah! Whoa! There's the train! How do you lose? I was about to say, how do you lose a whole engine? Or a whole locomotive? Train, not even locomotive. Okay, can I get up here? Sweet. We'll just ride on the flat car for now. No, there we are. Little dude. That works. Must be a crossing coming up, huh? I have to say, I was hesitant to start using the AI running trains. Now I do it all the time. For those who were wondering, I know, like, it's kind of two schools of early thought. They're using the AI or, you know, having the AI run trains, and not now. I do it all the time. I mean, to be honest, obviously I'm doing it right now. Just makes it so much easier to not even have to worry about it and kind of just run around and go look at stuff, which is kind of nice. And to be honest, you end up running like 4 or 5 trains all at the same time, or it certainly makes it easier to do so and get through all your stuff, which is something I definitely have had a bit of a challenge doing at certain points, because some of the stuff you do get a lot, you know. Switching becomes a lot, running passengers becomes a lot, there's no doubt about it. So you end up whatever you can do to save time, for sure. Alright, should be running through the next bit of section all pretty good. The only other question we might have is there's a switch down here, though. Or here. Somewhere here. That's in question. I think we're good. So, we'll just kind of let it go. See what happens from here. At least we're in a little better situation with the light today. Trying to get that in before the end of day. Still kind of trying to avoid too much night shooting. It does definitely get a little harder to see things in this game, or at least present things, especially. You know, not that I have too much of a hard time running the trains at night, but trying to present things is definitely a little harder. Can't see much. I wouldn't be sad if the nighttime were a little bit brighter. You know, if it were a 30% brighter moon or something, that would not be, wouldn't make me sad in the game. That's for sure. But still functioning, still workable. Person could still work with it, but I know I'm not the only one that thinks that. I heard that from a bunch of players of the game. It could just be a little bit brighter at night. I don't think too many people would complain. Rolling along. This should give us a good chance actually to run up here and see what we have for passengers. Probably tons. Lord knows passenger train sitting there full. 35 active waybills. Of course, we're pushing into the area with a whole new 28, so we obviously have a few more down here and 164 passengers. So lots and lots of passengers to move, and definitely some more freight. Because the 28 isn't the only thing. I'm sure we got some cordwood. These are probably empty. These are always empty. Yeah, there you go. There's 8 of them right there. We need 2 stacks of cordwood down here when possible. So that'll be the next adventure after this. We'll be on to the pulpwood cars. Call them cordwood an awful lot, obvious for obvious reasons, but pulpwood cars is what they are. Heavy too. Definitely have to pick up a locomotive. I'm gonna pick up something just for running the pulpwood. If not, 2. Might just turn around and pick up 2 or 3 cheap locomotives and slap them on all the stacks so that they're just, auto stacks and can go where they need to go on their own whenever they need to get there. Stick them on the fronts of locos, just make it as easy as possible. That seems to be a thing going right now. Is the pulpwood is just kind of always, it's like always needs to be run or something in one direction or the other. I honestly still haven't figured out a great system there. Going to turn around and probably pick up 2 more stacks so we can just have 4 stacks of 4. We obviously will have a couple filling and a couple emptying all the time. See how that goes. Should help the system, so I figure 2 more stacks and at least 2 locos, 1 for each. Or like 1 for up on the empties, whatever. Need some flexibility there in what's going on with the with that. Oh, we gotta get up here. Hurry up, because we're about to do something. Alright, we'll push into that one. That'll work just fine. Oh, didn't even really realize that we had that many cars down here already. Yeah, most of that's Robinson Gap coal, and the early sawmill cars, I think, are what's back already. So we should just be able to get this pushed in here. Hopefully the whole stack fits. Yeah, that's right down by the end. So. Uh-oh. Sorry about the camera there. That was a little crazy swing. We'll just have to see if this whole thing does fit. Ooh, it's not looking good. Still got 3 more to shove in there. I wonder if it's gonna happen. Alright. How far back can this go? About another half a car, I could probably shove it back about 3/4. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, not gonna get them all in there. Alright, so what we'll do is we will set that. How much did that pay already? Oh, $1,600 at the interchange, so that's cool. And then obviously we'll have 1 or 2 more cars. Alright, we'll switch that. And then, yeah, I think we'll just stick them forward on there. Turn that down. Probably don't need to go 40 miles an hour. Not that it'll ram into that other car anyway, but I think we'll just do that. Should make things nice and easy. Push, 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 push. It certainly likes to use the gas and the brake a lot. Good enough for me. Do we get paid again? No? No, we certainly did not. Alright, let's back that out of there. Probably flip that off of there, so if anything else does come in here, it'll go straight down the line instead of off to either side. There you can go. Obviously, the interchange getting half full. Oops. Oh, a little over half full, probably, anyway. But, yeah, I think with that one, we're going to turn around and call that one a win. Say thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day.